Hey guys, StarTubers here with another Rocket League tutorial. Today I want to discuss freestyling, its advantages, its disadvantages, how to freestyle, and when to do it. In Rocket League, a freestyle is typically defined as spinning or flipping your car unnecessarily to get the ball to your objective. Really, anything to do with your car past 360 degrees could be considered a freestyle because after that point, anything you've done would be considered unnecessary and could have probably been done with less rotations. So why do freestyles? Other than looking cool, what purpose do they serve? Well, technically, they hold no real benefit. Some people would argue and say, well, what about being able to rotate your car to get the correct angle you need to hit the ball? Well, rotating your car to hit the ball at a certain angle isn't always a freestyle, as long as you haven't gone over that 360 degrees, and even then, one still might disagree. It's a little bit of a gray area. Really, the whole idea of a freestyle is to make a shot more difficult for yourself, and what makes it beneficial is that in the end you will gain the ability to control your car from almost any angle. Freestyling is not just about looking cool or being silly, it's really a fantastic way to train your car's air control. Now to start freestyling, the first thing you'll want to learn is how to control your car backwards in the air. The most difficult aspect of attempting backwards aerials is that it causes your controls to seem like they are flipped. When the bottom of your car is faced toward you, pushing your thumbstick left will move your car to the right, and right will move your car to the left. You're going to have to force yourself to learn these controls purely through repetition. Go into free play and start by positioning yourself on the wall in front of the bulbs above the goal. Exit ball cam, jump off the wall, and pull back slightly on your thumbstick. Now all you want to do is make it to the bulbs on the other side of the field. You shouldn't be worried about going left or right, just up and down. Repeat this for a while until you begin to feel comfortable moving backwards straight across the map. Next, you're going to want to learn how to control your car left and right while going backwards. With your camera being flipped towards the bottom of your car, it will seem like the controls are a mess. But the way Rocket League handles your inputs means that your movements are independent of your camera. Rotating your camera will not change the way your car controls, merely shift your perspective. The way I trained was picturing myself in the driver's seat. From the driver's perspective, the car will always turn the correct direction. But when your car is facing backwards, you are experiencing perspective differently than the driver. Remember this while attempting the same across-map challenges before, but this time try to go to the adjacent bulb. This will take plenty of time and cause lots of frustration, but this is by far the most important step when learning to freestyle, so don't think that skipping any of this will make freestyling any easier. It's also worth noting that a common side effect of practicing backwards aerials is the inability to do regular aerials for a short amount of time. If you experience this, stop practicing backwards aerials for a few minutes, get your regular aerials under control, and then resume practicing your backwards aerials. After quite a bit of practicing, you should be ready to try and attempt to do a backwards aerial off the ground instead of off the wall. Give yourself quite a bit of space to fly and start off the ground like you would with a regular aerial. Once you are a few feet off the ground, continue to hold your boost while simultaneously holding your arrow button and pulling right or left on your thumbstick. When I first started trying to get the hang of getting into a backwards aerial position off the ground, I often found myself spinning out of control. Make sure you're holding the arrow button before you pull horizontally on your thumbstick. Another tip to prevent losing control when air rolling is to remember that the air roll button does not affect your car's rotation forward or backwards, also known as the pitch axis, and in fact only affects your car's side rotations, which is also known as the roll axis, hence the name air roll. This means that during an air roll, any input in your thumbstick that is not directly to the right or left will affect your car's pitch. This is an issue that causes many new freestylers to lose control and crash. If you continually fail at the rotation portion, then here's a helpful tip. Stand in the middle of the stadium, jump, pull back, and hover. Now attempt to spin your car by holding your arrow button and pushing directly right or left. If you are not pulling exactly to the right or left, it will cause you to tip. This should show you your errors when it comes to getting your thumbsticks perfectly horizontal during an aerial. Continue trying to do backwards aerials off the ground while attempting to once again aim for the bulbs above the goal. Another option is to go into rookie aerial training and try to hit the ball with the backwards aerials. For those who find rookie training too easy, try the pro difficulty. Now that you've got the hang of backwards aerials, I want to show you a little trick known as the Cookster Twist. The Cookster Twist was nicknamed so because of a professional player known as Cookster 97 doing it so much that it was eventually considered to be his signature move. The Cookster Twist allows you to get into an angled position that gives you more control of your car when freestyling versus just randomly flailing around. To do the Cookster Twist, you're going to first jump and hold the left thumbstick in a bottom corner. Once your car is angled, hold the air roll button, move your left thumbstick to the other bottom corner, and boost. This may seem very overwhelming or perhaps confusing at first, but is very helpful when learning how rotation and air roll can affect your car. I'll try to simplify this trick into a sort of fighting game combo move for those that still find it confusing. First, you're going to jump, hold left thumbstick into a bottom corner. Once your car is angled, you hold the air roll, move your left thumbstick into the other corner, and boost. Remember that if you just hold your boost all the time, it will cause you to spin out of control, so try to feather your boost a bit. Now there are two main types of way to freestyle. The first way is sort of launching yourself towards the ball and then flailing around until you make contact with it. This way takes longer, demands more accuracy with your initial takeoff and anticipation of the ball, and in my personal opinion looks much sloppier. The second way is a controlled freestyle, where you adjust yourself while twisting or flipping throughout your aerial. Using your boost at the correct moment and reorienting your rotations will allow you much more precision when it comes to hitting the ball and where it will go. Now most people who start freestyling will start with these launch type freestyles, and that's fine, that's how I started. But to really gain the benefits of freestyling, you must get yourself to a place where you can do a controlled freestyle. A wrong rotation or boosting at the wrong moment can cause a freestyle shot to fail. Understanding when to boost during your rotation is key. We'll start out by doing a simple Cookster Twist. Some people find that when starting a Cookster Twist, your car will be pulled in the direction that they start boosting. In order to compensate for this, it may be a good idea to turn your car a bit in the opposite direction. Once you have completed your first Cookster Twist rotation, you will want to keep your thumbstick in the same corner. To adjust, you will want to recall back to earlier when I was talking about the air roll not affecting your car's pitch, only its roll. This means you can adjust your car up and down by simply moving the thumbstick slightly up or down from the corner. Finally, by only boosting at certain points during your rotations, it will allow you to have even more control over the direction your car is flying. This takes hours, days, even months of practice to learn, so continue to try freestyling, but just keep this information in the back of your head as it may come in handy when you wonder how to get more control out of your freestyles. There are plenty more specific tricks you can do to get more interesting freestyles, but those will be discussed in another video at a later time. That's pretty much it on freestyling for this video, but thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions about freestyling or something else regarding Rocket League, feel free to leave a comment down below or ask me over at twitch.tv/sir_timbers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.